Good morning. Just read Jeremiah chapter 51. And yesterday I read Jeremiah chapter 50, but my phone was left behind in the car as our cars were getting fixed, so I didn't have a way to record. But a lot of the same things in those two chapters. It's judgment against Babylon now. In Jeremiah 50, God tells us why he's judging Babylon. They did his work, but it was not in the name of the Lord. They thoroughly enjoyed what they did to Judah. They might have gone a little too far. And they were arrogant, and they claimed all the glory for themselves. And, it was an injustice, even though it was used by God to cleanse Judah of all the bad things that were going on. It was an injustice nonetheless. And Babylon still looks at all these idols, and they have now captives from Judah, people who do know who the real God is, and they still worship the idols. We find that in Daniel, and him and his friends, they know who God is, and they tell the Babylonians about it, and they still don't turn to God. So they get judged, and chapter 51 outlines the length of judgment, the degree of judgment, and it's pretty bad. He tells those that were made captive in Judah to flee Babylon because he doesn't want them to be judged twice. He is a just God. He doesn't want you to have unjustly things happen to you. Unfortunately, this world is not perfect, and we all have sinned and we all deserve something. But if you've already been judged, he doesn't want to judge you again. And he tells the brother of Baruch, he tells them, as soon as you get to Babylon, read this so that they know, that judgment's coming to Babylon as well. And there is actually mention of the Medes, which I believe was in a prophecy in Isaiah. And another prophecy is about to be fulfilled. I'm just amazed by how many prophecies there are that come to fruition, and we know that they do. Jeremiah was a very good prophet. He made a lot of prophecies, and they all came true. So, basically, yeah, even if you're doing the Lord's work, I think the lesson here is you can still have the wrong heart when you're doing his work. You can still have the wrong motivations. And it'll spoil everything you do, so don't let it spoil. Do the Lord's work for the Lord with his heart in mind.